Well, the countdown is on for NASA's Artemis II mission, with the launch date window opening this weekend. Now, today, a wet dress rehearsal is set to take place where NASA engineers and crew will test the rocket, making sure everything goes smoothly when launch day inevitably happens. And with more on this, we have Don Hladiuk joining us this morning, a man of many titles, including freelance spaceflight journalist and photographer. Good morning. Great to have you in studio.
Good morning, Gina.
I mean, we've been talking about this in the news for quite some time now, but let's just double down. What is the significance of this mission and why it's so important?
In a nutshell, this is the first crewed mission back to the moon in over 50 years.
Wow.
Humans have not been to the moon. Just think about it, for over 50 years. This is the first time this rocket will launch humans on it. The first launch was back in November 2022, but it was uncrewed.
Right.
So the capsule will have the first crew in it. There's so many firsts, Gina. The first diverse crew. All the Apollo missions were all white males. This crew will be a first woman to leave Earth orbit, the first man of color to leave orbit, the first non-American to leave Earth orbit. So there's so many firsts with this mission.
And of course, we have to talk about the Canadian connection here, because that is so exciting for us.
It is. That non-American who's going,
exactly,
leaving Earth orbit and going around the moon is a Canadian astronaut, Jeremy Hansen, and that, Canada cannot be more proud. He's a wonderful, wonderful man.
And what's his role going to be in the rocket, I guess?
So there's the commander, the pilot, which is Victor Glover. Mission Specialist 1 is the female Christina Koch. He's going to be Mission Specialist 2.
Okay.
And I think part of it is going to be, he's so tall. I think
yes,
just to make sure
he's
can fit in the spacecraft. But his mission will be to study the backside of the moon, looking at the moon, the lunar geology. So they're going to go around the backside of the moon, or far side of the moon, not dark side, the far side of the moon, and study that geology, because much different than the near side.
So fascinating. And I mean, you got to witness Artemis 1 at that launch. You're going to this launch as well, which again, hopefully is happening this weekend. What are you hearing about maybe a launch date and maybe what could be some implications with that date? Right.
Well, there's still some testing to be done. As you mentioned, the wet dress rehearsal has to work properly. We'll know that in the next day or two. And then there's also what's called a flight readiness review, a meeting where all the NASA managers get together and study, is everything working properly? And I don't know if anyone knows, or everyone knows, that Artemis 1, the heat shield, had some pieces or chunks missing from it, which is not what an engineer expects to see.
Right.
So NASA has redesigned the flight profile or entry profile into the atmosphere. They feel it's safe. But these are all concerns that have to be addressed before they give the go for launch. The earliest launch date that I'm hearing right now is February the 8th.
Okay, so that's what we're going to go with for now, and fingers crossed weather is good. I know space weather has been kind of an issue as well, so lots of things up in the air, but what's it like seeing a launch in person?
Oh, Gina, I mean, if it's a night launch, which right now, if it does go on February 8th or 10th or 11th, are the last launch windows for this month, it's a night launch. So when these engines light up, when you have the two solid rocket motors and the engines at the shuttle main engines in the bottom, they're actually reused shuttle engines, it turns darkness into daylight.
Wow.
The sound, the TV doesn't transmit.
You gotta be there in person.
Yeah, exactly. You don't hear the sound, you feel the sound.
Wow. It's
that powerful. And then just to see it launch and arc off into the sky is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It is a sight that you will never forget.
It's going to be such a historic moment just for the world in general, such a great collective experience that we're going to witness. And Don, I really appreciate your expertise this morning on the subject.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
All the best. Fingers crossed, February 8th happens. Again, that's what we're going with for now. So Artemis II launch date opens this weekend with, again, hopefully February 8th being the big day. If you want to stay up to date with all the information on Artemis II, you can visit our website and tune in to our newscasts.